Hi everyone, welcome. Thank you for joining me. Thank you, chat monitors, for your help. I appreciate it. Okay, hi everyone, conditional Dr. Oak and it's Bangsley. Hope everyone is well. Well, Thanksgiving week. Those who are doing still doing the corporate stuff. One more day to go before a long weekend. Having said that, hi Patricia Epperson. I'm sure, you guys are watching the news or read the news or both, hearing how disaffected Republicans are. And they feel they are being disrespected. Like I said, they were going to break apart and find a way to go after Trump. Join with Democrats to go after Trump. It feels like to me, based on reports that I'm reading, this is becoming more and more likely. Well, my prediction is going to come true because Mike Johnson right now, intuitively I feel, is on the ropes. I said that was coming. Well, I didn't say if he was going to be on the rope. I said Republicans are going to turn on him. And also, right now, the way Trump is mentally and physically, he's not doing well because there is a video that's on social media, him walking, I believe that's his grandson, one of his grandsons, okay? His left leg was dragging a lot more than I've ever seen it drag before. So physically he's really not well. But there is something that's happening, not only with him, but with the people around him who are doing everything they can to impose their policies. And at this point, it feels like to me they're going for broke. I've said that before, but now it feels to me it's stronger. They're not going to stop until Congress changes hands, something happens, and they can't continue. In the meantime, they're going to continue doing it. ICE, causing trouble with healthcare, you name it. They're going to continue doing it. And also the new situation, and it's getting more obvious. And this affects a lot of people, the way Trump is going after his enemies. Republicans, intuitively I feel, today it's those people, MTG, look at the way he treated MTG. Remember I said last week or before, I don't remember exactly when I said it, Republicans are beginning to think about themselves. Will he do the same thing with them? Of course they know. The answer is yes. So right now, day two, Trump and his people, they're going to keep pushing. They don't care. They're going to go for broke. Republicans right now are feeling that Trump is no longer, or at least he's losing control of the base or has lost control of the base. A lot of infighting, many different camps for whatever reason. It feels like to me they are getting more emboldened. Okay? And I said it, I don't remember if it was last week. Well, yeah, I think it was last week I said it when Marjorie Taylor Greene declared that she was going to resign. It was obvious to me, or the Republicans were paying attention not only to her, what happens to her, but what happened to Massey and others who have defied Trump. Nothing, a bunch of threats. And most of them are empty threats. Don't get me wrong, threats are threats. They can be scary, okay? It only takes one wacko to do something if they get through, if they succeed. But Marjorie Taylor Greene, there's one thing. She used to show that she can handle guns, and she showed her guns. That put a lot of people, on notice. You may get me, but be careful. Don't miss. Which is a good approach with that works with the wackos that call people and threaten them. But the point I'm trying to make is there is a conversation taking place. I have not seen this written anywhere yet. If you have, please let me know. Okay. Do you guys remember I said Republicans were going to break in different groups, and then some would collaborate with Democrats and impeach Trump? I feel behind the scenes what they are talking about, they will resign. A number of them. As I'm saying this, I feel like at least up to 12. That's what I'm hearing, so that's what I'm passing out. I'm not going to guarantee this, okay? But I'm feeling 12. So let's see what happens. And they're going to do it because they are angry. First of all, they know they're going to be in the minority next year and things are not going to go well. Number two, they feel disrespected. The people in the White House and Mike Johnson have no respect for them. And that's the worst thing you can do to people you are leading. Make them feel useless. Intuitively, I feel like, I'm caught between two things on my mind, sorry. That's the problem when you're intuitive. They will break up. I'll go with that first. Republicans are going to break up. Some are going to retire. And intuitively, I feel like saying my prediction is they're going to impeach Trump. Because at this point, they're so fed up, they don't care. Some will take early retirement. Some will just quit. Because I heard a report this morning that says they don't see a reason why they're in Congress anymore because they're not doing anything. They can help their communities, their constituents, and their constituents are demanding answers. So they're going to lose a lot of people that way. I feel like saying the coming 3 to 4 months, I can confuse time. I'm not being optimistic. That's what I'm hearing, so that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't be surprised before the election we have a Democrat majority. And watch what happens, because they want to make sure they get rid of Trump and Vance and this whole group of billionaires in the White House. And to really want to focus on them, that's what I'm feeling. Now, I'm going to tell you where I went, I said I'm getting two things. What I was getting, I don't know why this is going to happen. I can't explain it to you guys, okay? I have a feeling, I don't know what's going to happen that's going to cause Trump to do this, but I'm seeing Trump apologizing for something. And I don't feel he's going to stay in power. Something really bad. I have no idea what it's going to have to do with. I don't know if it's Epstein. I don't know if it's because everything is failing. The economy is failing. He doesn't know how to fix it. Healthcare, people are screaming. Everything he touches, basically, he's going to, we know what that is, okay? And the people around him, they don't know. They are all doing one thing: lie and try to make people believe prices are very low. You simply eat your imagination. Yeah. There's a lot of fear. I don't know if that's what it is, but I'm seeing Trump apologizing. Let's see what happens. That's my prediction. But they will impeach him. Remember, guys, I said for a while now, there are, if I'm not mistaken, because when I say things, I don't remember everything I say. I'm sorry. I don't have it written down somewhere on paper. It's on video. They had 3 ways he can be removed. And there is a second, the other way. Trump is making moves now that can make it very possible. Okay? I am moving to the second topic on my title. Investigating our war heroes. My friends, the minute I heard that yesterday afternoon, I'm like, this is a bad move. Because somebody was saying it this morning, but he simply confirmed what I have been feeling, and I have been saying this for a while. Our vets are rattled. They're not happy, okay? Our active duty soldiers are angered because they don't feel actually disqualified. They know Trump has no respect for them, and he's never served. He had bond spur, okay? So now, he thinks that part of his revenge tool is to bring back a hero, a war hero, bring the person back into active duty, demote them, and court-martial them. I don't think that's going to happen. So far, I'm not seeing it. In fact, I was cracking up when I heard that because I knew, guys, I've lived through this. I've never seen Papa Doc do that. Papa Doc could just kill them, okay? In this country, he can't do it. Well, he can, but it would be a problem for him. He would be caught. But the thing also, the Supreme Court gave him cover for that too. But I was laughing because I don't see how Trump is going to be able to do this and get away with it. Demoting Mark Kelly, court-martial him, and have him convicted. I think intuitively they've gotten the message that was a bad move. And it's not only putting Trump at risk. Like I said, the way he can be removed, okay? Actually, he's in big trouble too. Okay, he's been in trouble, but things will get worse for him. Like I said, I've lived through this. In order for any person who wants to become a dictator, the number one organization you need in your corner is the military. You tick them off, you're done. And people are people. You know what? Going through what we've been going through for the past 10 years, the first time he was in the White House and now, I thought Americans were, I thought all Americans had the common sense not to repeat stupid things people like Papa Doc did, Saddam Hussein, and Putin too. Okay, stupid things that they do. I was wrong. Because, unfortunately, I didn't go to grade school. I was too old. Okay? But critical thinking even in high school, I remember, and my friends, when they were I wish I was in this country, started school in this country when I was much younger. I wish I had started school here in first grade, because you see the world completely different. And they teach you to speak up, okay? And they train you to express yourself. And Haiti, no. They only want to see you. We better not hear you. And by the time we are ready to hear you, you're going to have to take that right. It's not a right that's going to be given to you, Mom, and that is going to say, okay, today you can start letting us know how you feel. No. You're going to have to take it. Okay? Because they have respect for you, or you start disrespecting people, that's bad. But that's Haiti. The point I'm trying to make is, in this country, they teach you how to, the ability to think through things. Okay? Please let me know if I'm wrong. Okay? And you see the many sides. You know what? I better not do that. I think this is, at least, but when you grow up in this society, you question things. The people I see in government, both the first time and this time is worse in the Trump administration. It's worse now. Last time he didn't do too bad. Okay, the person I have in mind that's making me say that, it's Mark Meadows or Meadow. I don't remember exactly. I was shocked. This guy basically ruined his life. But my friends, he's not out of the realm of going to prison or lost everything. He's not out of the woods yet. Let's see what happens. That's my prediction. The other thing is, everyone who's following Trump right now, okay, like I just read a little while ago on Ross Story, they are following him still, except for the House and stuff like that. But in the White House, this is not going to work. This is a recipe for disaster for a lot of people in this administration. And you're going to see some rich people in the next couple of years. That includes people in the cabinet members. They are going to be called in front of Congress and referred to DOJ. Not this DOJ, but a different DOJ. Even if they don't refer them right away. The way this is going to work when it comes next time, and totally, that's what I feel like saying, that's my prediction. Okay? It's not going to be the way we've seen investigation done in the House and things are done the way they usually do. No. Because the time we're living right now through is different. And it feels like too many people in the House and Congress are going to make sure of that. And by the way, as I'm saying this, I'm seeing the Supreme Court. The gap of misunderstanding between the Supreme Court and the district courts is widening. Remember, guys, I predicted that. The district courts there was going to be major rift. It's happening. In fact, there are articles about that. But to go back to what I was saying, I don't see how people can in this country, you don't need to put their lives on the line for Trump. And they know Trump is not doing much. It's Stephen Miller and Vought. Those guys are angry at the world. And my prediction is, soon enough, they're going to find out about their faith. That's my prediction. And it's not going to be fun. They're not going to like it. And totally, I feel, I would be surprised if Miller doesn't fly to Israel. I don't know if Israel has, I don't remember the word, but I can't remember the word right now. You know, extradition treaty or part of the, however that works. Okay, I don't know how it works, but we can, petition them or go to court or something and then demand that the person be returned to this country. I don't know if Israel has that understanding with us. But it feels like to me, people like Stephen Miller and others, yeah. And right now, that's why they are freaking out. They are wondering what's coming, what's to come. Trump doesn't care because he has immunity, not for everything. Because intuitively, I feel there are a couple of things he's done that are not covered. My prediction for him is still the same that I predicted 7 years ago. There's a great chance he may end up in prison. I know I read somewhere this morning on Russ Story, somebody said Trump is fully covered. He may not go to prison. I disagree with that. It's on Russ Story. I'm looking for it right now if I see it. But yes, okay. And also, everything that Trump does going forward is only going to accelerate his grip, or the loosening of his. He's going to accelerate the loosening of his grip on the Republican Party and make him look worse. That's my prediction. And the Mike Kelly, Captain Kelly, the astronaut, just the war hero, that's going to blow up big time on Trump's face. It started already. All those things, I mean, by the time they are over, is really going to diminish him and the administration and everything that they do. And the other thing that's going to stop working for Trump, I feel, and it's because of embarrassment and people standing up. The Supreme Court, the way they've been siding to Trump, with Trump, and the lower courts, the district courts, standing up, calling them out. There's a lot of shame going around in the Supreme Court right now. My prediction is they're going to be less motivated in the near future to play the game they've been playing. I don't remember how they call it. The shadow docket. Okay, they just go and said a couple of lines. We will decide this in a couple of months. In the meantime, Trump is the president. We're not going to interfere with his ability to do his job. Watch what's coming. And it's not because they're going to they change their mind or something like that. No. I mean, meaning when I say they change their mind about the 1% of the 1% that they respond to. They report to, not respond to, I'm sorry. They report to. And the New York Times has an article. I was looking for it right before I came on. I couldn't find it. Some kind of survey that was taken among judges, district judges. 28% of them were Democrats, 32% of them, something like that, were Republicans. And they were all against what the Supreme Court is up to. That's not good. My friends, we're watching a slow implosion, like I said yesterday, of this administration. And intuitively, the way I'm feeling about the way Trump is going forward, I know he's shameless. I think that's going to change because a lot of people so far have measured the attacks on him, except for the minority leader, Hakeem Jeffries. Okay, lately, I'm not quite sure what happened. They gave him some tea or something. He found his spine and he's calling Trump out. Expect a lot of people, a lot more people to be doing this. And it's going to be nasty. And I don't feel Trump is going to be able to handle it. And there's something else he's trying to do, poke it at everything to see if he can get some wins. He's not going to win. The only people that are giving him wins so far is the Supreme Court. That's going to stop. And he's going to become rudderless. And Democrats will take over the House and impeach him. I feel Republicans will get rid of him. There are some MAGAs in the Senate, yes. But remember I said the people in the Senate are as enraged, Republicans that is, at Trump as people in the House. They'll break apart. This time they'll get rid of him for good. Because they know the MAGAs, if they vote to go along with removing Trump, okay, it is because it is obvious Trump is failing and there is no one around him that can make things better and keep Republicans in power. It doesn't exist at this point. And it's going to take a lot of work on Republicans' part to rebuild this party. And I'm not talking about a couple of years. Let's say at least 5 to 10, at least. That's my prediction. And people in the Senate are aware. They see exactly what's going on. They all want to be president too. So now it's all gone, bye-bye. And they are blaming Trump. I'm talking about the MAGAs and the Senate. You know something? Intuitively, to be honest with you guys, I don't think there are more than 4 or 5 people that are really true MAGAs in the Senate. I guess that's a lot, I don't know. The rest are hypocrites. They'll do anything to keep the seats. The minute, just like in the House right now, they are finding the spine, they are standing up to Trump. The same thing is happening in the Senate as well. They are not under the microscope right now. The House is, well, they're a little more unruly over there than in the Senate. Okay. But something that's contagious, you know, when someone is behaving the way this White House has been behaving, the way they treat people they work with, they're going to revolt. It's a matter of time. And that's where we are now today. And it doesn't look good for them. That's my prediction. And Comey and Letitia James, I'm sure you guys heard what happened yesterday. Hooligan is looking like a hooligan. And my prediction is still the same. The notion of going to jail is out of the question. Right now, Trump is going to try to, continue this, thinking it's a good look. That too is not helping them at all. There's no reason for it. I have no love for Comey because what he did to Hillary. But Trump is not going to win. Absolutely not. Not in this, because for the same reason. You guys remember I said it a long time ago. The lies that they tell is what's going to bring them down. And that's what they're doing in court, lie every day. Even ICE is suffering the same situation in court. The judges don't trust them. And if judges don't trust you in this country, you got a problem. You got nowhere to turn. And no one wants to be in that situation. That's what's happening with ICE. And my prediction is still the same. When this is over, DHS is going to be reformed, and ICE should be dismantled. I don't know what the configuration is going to be, but just like what they did in the late 70s, if I'm not mistaken, it may even be more radical this time on how they change this whole approach. But the leadership is going to be in trouble. The ICE leadership is going to be in trouble. That's what I feel intuitively. My prediction. A lot of people in DHS, they're going to be called out. A lot of problems. You see, the thing is, intuitively I feel, just like everyone else, they didn't expect such behaviors from Trump and some of the stuff that he's doing. So they thought he was going to be able to implement the 2025 projects. They all drank the Kool-Aid. They crossed so many red lines, and it's failing. A lot of them are beginning to realize and accept that this is not going to work, and they don't know what to do. People like Bonvino, whatever his name is, he's been drinking a lot of vino. Well, he's going to need a lot more vino soon. Because intuitively, my prediction is he's going to have a pretty hard time. And prison is not out of the question, I feel. Okay? But bankruptcy is possible for him. He may not have the money to defend himself. That's the way I'm getting Bovino. I don't know, I keep forgetting his name. I can't picture how to spell it, sorry. But that's my prediction. DHS is, it's not going to be the same after this administration. But Comey and everyone else that Trump is trying to prosecute, put in prison, it's a pipe dream. It's not going to happen. That's my prediction. Oh my God. Okay. Let's see if you guys have any questions. Judge humiliates DOJ and Judge Cannon. Yes, I heard about that. The says ICE needs to be abolished. That's coming. Well, they're going to be, DHS, it feels like to me, the whole thing is going to be reconfigured. I don't know how. So, but that whole thing is going to be redone. I'm out and H gobble to you too. Oh my God, yes, Thursday, one more day. The agent says, I don't know either he was under pressure or the people knew about it. Oh, I'm not quite sure what this conversation is about. Data Gene 65 says, this Democrat is staring back on me. And I understand the reasoning behind his decision. He simply wants to ensure that everything is in order and proceeding as it should. Yeah, he's not playing. Oh my God, Raymond Pasquale says, Maha is going to make a heart attack. Absolutely. I mean, the damages that's being done to our healthcare system by JFK, that's another guy. I don't know where he thinks he's going. Oh boy. Whitney Allison GG says, Hakeem Jeffries has been a disappointment. I agree with you. I was surprised because I expected him to behave the way he's been behaving the past 3 weeks or so. And I'm like, was that the guy I thought? because he's from Brooklyn. This guy has some fight. Let me tell you guys, when I first came here, after a couple of years, my parents wanted to move to Brooklyn. I'm like, are you serious? I'm not following. And I stayed in New Rochelle where I grew up at. No way. When I came here, I don't know about now. Oh my God. Let me tell you, I went to practice karate with one of my cousins and a couple of other guys who were in the basement. All of a sudden, narcotics detective showed up. They thought we were drug dealers. I mean, guns drawn, and we were just practicing karate and stuff like that, and we were in the basement in Brooklyn. And, and it was some tough neighborhood. I mean, you're an immigrant, you have no money, so you have to live someplace where that's cheap enough for you to be able to maintain, and then you work your way out, and then, they worked hard. Now they all live in Brooklyn, they all, doctors, lawyers. But when we first came here, oh Lord, when my father said, I'm moving to Brooklyn, I'm like, that's not going to happen. I'm not going to Brooklyn. So you got to be tough to grow up in Brooklyn. And that's what I expected from Hakeem. And, intuitively, he can be a tough guy. But I don't know why, I guess he wanted to be a gentleman. Not in this environment, you can be a gentleman. Steve Grady saying closed caption unavailable again. There is, at the bottom of your screen, there are two letters, okay? CC, it says CC. Tap on it. I'm not in charge of it. YouTube is in charge of it. I can't help you, sorry, or anyone. Just whenever you don't see it available, it's available. You simply have to tap on that, the bottom of your screen, if I'm not mistaken, to the right. Bottom right, there is something that says CC. You have to tap that. It will come on. I don't know what they do that makes it, that disable it. Marlon H., what number do you see when it comes to the registration or resignation of the GOP and Congress? I feel between now and middle of January, because a lot of people over the holidays, a lot of us do that, except me. You evaluate your life and you make your wish for next year, and yeah, I wouldn't be surprised the first couple of weeks of, I can confuse time, but I would be surprised the first couple of weeks of January. This thing doesn't really go south. That's what I feel. People are going to make their resolution for the next year. Oh. And that's when all the breakups, romantic breakups, girlfriend comes say, I don't think things are working out. And your heart goes boom, boom, boom. I'm being dumped again. Oh my God. Yeah. Okay. Where documentary? Okay. Marco deserted his citizen and took his family outside the country when the pipes were busting due to the cold in Texas. Oh, I don't. So this is not for me. He left his dog to die in the house. Wrong. Which Marco is that? Rubio, I know, lives in Florida, so. K. Malden says, Texas, Paul said they are going after Mark Kelly because he's thinking about throwing his hat in the ring for 2028. I doubt it. I think Trump is very jealous of him, and because of what they did last week. And I feel I wouldn't be surprised if you see, because, they can't throw all of them in prison or, I wouldn't be surprised if you see more Democrats. And some Republicans, they started standing up already, calling this out. That's what I feel. So I feel it's going to be okay. Lorado Shurenzi says, Lil Marco made his bed for sure. He must just lie on it. Oh, yeah. Marco is going to have it. I feel Marco Rubio is regretful. And oh my God, I almost forgot to say this. Did you guys see Bundy yesterday? Another one of those press conferences? Yikes. That was not good. I'm telling you guys, this woman is terrified. She's not going to have a good Thanksgiving. But for some reason, she's going to hang on, but by a thread. She really wants to live. But I feel intuitively, she's losing it. Okay. Thank you, everyone, for spending time with me. Thank you, chat monitors, for your help. I appreciate it. If anyone would like a reading from me, the link to my website is below the video, psychicmiro.com, or please feel free to call me or text me on my YouTube number. Maureen H. says, Milo, we need to bring honor, dignity, and decency back, for sure, in the White House. And that will happen. I sent this to Schumer and Hakeem asking them to start using this as a campaign slogan. I wouldn't be surprised. Hi, Maxine. And also, if you like the channel, you are not a subscriber yet, please subscribe. And also, don't forget to tap on the notification bell. Please give me a thumbs up. That would help me a lot. Again, thank you, everyone, for your support. I appreciate it. I will see you all tomorrow. Till then, bye.